What's Come on, Lois. What up, Dr. Nova? As you can tell, it's dark in the Earl world. Damn, man. I can barely read the chat. I'm so tired. But I had to get a early voiceover gig in by 8 a.m. my time. Come on, Lois. I know, it is daylight. But when you have to get a voiceover gig in, you get it in. Or you won't get another audition. So I'm a slave to the business. Oh shit, Corn Diff is in the house. All right, we don't show Lois going to the bathroom. So we'll just look at some stucco. Yes, Lois is a beautiful girl. She might be a little old, but she can still cook. Come on, Lois. Come on, let's go. Come on. So hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed my very rare appearance with me and Jungle Jim Florentine on MLC. That's for you Dabbleverse freaks. Well, I hope you had a good Friday night. So weird to me that in Australia it's Saturday morning. Lois is a night owl. She's like, I just did my business. I don't want to go for a long walk. Well, Lois, welcome to Hollywood, baby. I clean up after my dog. Oh, the things I've seen in this alley. Yeah, I slept. You know, I sleep when I have to. You know, if I don't have to get up early, I sleep until noon. But like today, I had to get, actually it was 2 voiceover gigs in by 8 a.m. or else. The things I've seen drag queens fighting. I've seen, guys pumping each other. I've seen it all in that alley. All right, the streets are quiet right now. because all the freaks are sleeping after their erotic activities. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Do they have this guy in your guys' town, Larry H. Parker? He just died. He's one of those ambulance chase attorneys. He was famous for getting some black dude $2.1 million. But all they would do is show the guy's head. So I'm sure the guy was quadriplegic or something. Here's another alley. What the fuck? Is there someone in that trash can? And see, what happens is there's like a fucking turf war here with the homeless. Look at this guy. There's a guy in that trash can. That's crazy. Because they fight over the bottles. I mean, I've seen full-on fist fights with the homeless guys. Oh, there's another guy in that. I gotta get a shot of this. There's 3 trash cans. I mean, these trash cans probably have human feces in them. And these guys are just fucking, what the? This is my neighborhood. And you guys wonder why I want to move. Or maybe you don't wonder, I don't know. You guys probably don't even care about me. Hold on, let's get your, there we go. Probably has better insurance than I do. Yeah, let's hit the like button, man. I mean, I love California. And for what I want to do, it's the only place to live, to be honest with you. I know, $1 million condo. At the end of the block, there's like a trash, roller derby going on. I felt much more safer when I had Annie, the German Shepherd. I don't think too many people are going to be afraid of Lois. But Lois is very protective of me. By the way, I'll be at the Comedy Store tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Oh, don't worry. Lois don't fuck around. No, she's making a doo-doo right now, so I gotta pick it up. So I'm going to give you guys a stationary view. Hold on, Lois. I gotta pick up your doo-doo. There we go. Whoa. I'll give this guy a plug. It's my buddy. Hold on, Deep Surface, $2. MLC should fire KB and hire you. Well, I'm better just being the sniper. But I appreciate the kind words. It's the four of us have good chemistry. But someone's always unhappy. Hey. She has a trachea thing. It sounds horrible, but it's not. Yeah. She's very friendly.
He's friendly. I think he's nervous.
Yeah.
Aw, good boy.
Have a good night. Bye, buddy. Yeah, Jim's a great guy. We've always gotten along. Thank you for the super chat. And, I get along with Kevin. I know when I make Kevin chuckle or Florentine laugh, as a comic, that makes me feel good. Because I respect those guys. No, that's Holtzman. If you believe the rumors, I think the last two comics to have relations with Mitzi were Brian Holtzman and I think Jimmy Schubert, but I don't really keep up with that kind of activity. I got enough problems of my own. Yes, he did bang Robin Quivers. I mean, I don't think he banged her. They dated. See, Lois she's all right. Yeah, upper decker. See, I didn't even know what that meant. I thought it meant you filled the toilet. I didn't know it meant you shit in the tank. That's nasty, man. If someone did that in my house, I'd fucking kill them. This dog is the best. I mean, 15 years old and she never makes an accident inside the house. So I'll give her a little breakfast. give her, she likes this stuff. Raw kibble. And give her a little scoop. And then we give her, you know, like a little shake it up a little bit. There you go, baby. I am a great dog dad. All right, and now I will go to sleep for a few. But I'll talk to the warriors in the stream for a minute. I don't like it that low. Of course, it's not morning for you guys, usually, probably. Yes, the dog is stealing the show. 100% about that. Now you guys have been telling me like the side shot. You know, I'm always looking for a good angle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't mean Kurt angle. There we go. This won't be a terribly long stream. We'll go to 30 minutes. We'll do a nice 30-minute stream. And then Earl Skakel will go to sleep. And I will see you at some point today. Why you sound like that? Why do you look like you look? I've got one of the deepest voices in Hollywood, baby. So I sound like that because about 57 years ago, my parents had sex. And I came out sounding like this. So I apologize. I'm not your cup of tea.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
But I'm okay. Do you do movies? Yes, I do. I do movies. I do TV shows, cartoons, movies. Flat Cat. I won't be on for long, though. Yes, definitely Dallas is looking good. I mean, you know, the Kings didn't look very good tonight, or last night. Kind of surprising they started Big Save Dave Riddick. I mean, I probably would have thought they would have started Kemper, but, you know, they've got, I think, Toronto Saturday and Winnipeg Tuesday, so I'm going to assume Kemper is going to get those games. But, you know, I was saying this last night on the stream that, you know, there's probably close to 10 teams that have a decent chance at winning the cup. You know, if you look at in the West, Vegas, Edmonton, the Kings, Dallas, Colorado. I mean, that's 5 teams right there that easily could win if they get a bounce here or there. And then if you look in the East, you've got Washington looks great, Toronto looks good, both Florida teams looks good. Carolina's always, in it. And then you've got some, sneaky teams that, of course, both conferences got like a team like Montreal and Columbus and out west, Calgary, they could sneak in. I mean, Montreal's you take Line A and Coffee will get hot and they get decent goaltending. They could upset Toronto easily. So it's going to be a fun. Yeah, the Devils are in the mix, with the Hughes brothers and Timo Meyer. I mean, it's and the Islanders still aren't out of it. So it's going to be a very good playoffs. Toronto, the same old with them. Do they have the goaltending? Um, you know, and I mean, the Utah team, they're kind of fading. Um, so it's of course Boston's pretty much out of it. Um, but it's going to be great playoffs, and it's going to suck because in the first round there's going to be one or two teams that are going to. I think like that. I think Dallas and Colorado will play in the first round if it were. Or what? I don't follow college hoops, unfortunately. So if you came in here wanting to hear my hot take on college hoops, you done rolled snake eyes, baby. Because I'm honest, I don't know anything about college hoops. So sorry about that. We talk hockey, pro wrestling, all kinds of good stuff. And thank you, Shandy Girl. I love you too. You guys have been good to me. And I had fun yesterday on MLC. We get the band back together. But, I always talk about, when my friend walked out of George Carlin, he thought my, um, he just thought he wasn't funny. And then yesterday on MLC, I mean, literally 99% of the feedback has been Earl did very well on it. One guy's like, I thought Earl talked too much. I was so fucking quiet yesterday. I didn't speak for 40% of the show. Oh, thank you. I saw a roast battle. I feel you got robbed on. Oh, I mean, if you knew about I have a feeling I know which one you're talking about. And, I'll just say it kind of helped that their manager was managing 2 of the 3 judges, too. Like, that's literally an illegal battle. Because, I mean, I don't think he's better than Hellebuck. I mean, Hellebuck to me is the best, and I say that with no, um, bias or whatever. And Kemper's kind of under the radar right now. I'm not saying he's the best goalie in the league, but like, he's definitely had a bounce back. But Onger's good too, like no doubt about it. And if Rantanen can amp it up, you don't know what's going on. So. It's just, I mean, this year's playoffs are going to be fucking amazing. I love that first round when you got like 3 or 4 games every day. And, it's going to be a fun. I'm trying to think what other teams. Yeah, Jeff was, I mean, I challenged him to a roast battle, and, me and him don't talk. And so he literally reached out to a friend of ours, mutual friend. And she got back to me going, yeah, well, Jeff's thinking about battling you, but, you guys would have to go over the jokes first. Fuck that. I don't do Zoom roast. I don't do, hey, I'm going to say this about you, and then you say this about me, and then we'll go at it. Nuh-uh. It's off the top of the head, baby. Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie there. Like, in my season of roast battle, I had so many people rooting for me that probably 30 to 40% of my jokes were written by other people. And I wrote a lot of my own shit too, but you get overwhelming because in that tournament style, it was fucking brutal. I mean, in 6 days, you had to battle 4 times, and like for the live finale, I had to battle K. Trevor Wilson 10 minutes after I battled my friend Sarah Tiana. So like, I didn't mind taking help. Everyone took help except for Mike Lawrence. He's the only one who wrote all his own. Um, oh, thank you very much. Um, but I would kill Jeff in a roast battle. It wouldn't even be close because I know where he'd go, and it's like he knows where I'd go too. There's really no rebuttal on what I would be saying. Because the best thing about roast battle for me was you speak the truth. You can't really combat the truth. Like one of the thanks, Jake. One of the local comics I battled, and I'm embarrassed I even battled him. He was a rapist, and I knew it. So I went into the battle, and I said it. I said, this guy can't count calories or the age of consent. And that won me the battle, because, like, what could he say to that? Nothing, because it was the truth. Um, oh, yeah, that one on Facebook Live. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of tough to do because there was no judging. It was just me and Mike and the cameraman in the room. So, like, when either one of us would land a good joke, we just heard silence. But, you know, I like Mike Lawrence. He's a very nice guy. I remember my favorite Mike Lawrence memory is the first day of roast battle. I think he battled the second night. I battled the first night. And he was very helpful. He's like, do you want to go over your jokes against Tom Ballard? I'm like, yeah. And I had like 107 jokes on Tom. And, I had whittled it down to about the final 10. And Mike, I showed him the list. He's like, the first one's really funny. And then he looks at me and goes, are you sure about the rest? I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I'm about to be on TV in 2 hours. I didn't need to hear that. But it all worked out. So, hey, he's just a horrible person, Jeff. But, he's protected somehow. I don't know how. We'll go 4 more minutes, guys, to the 32-minute mark. And then my old ass is going to bed. So thank you for the super chat. I didn't get to do this before, but it's too early to talk about roast battle. I get it. I get fucking angry when I talk about that show. What's your advice for upcoming comics? Just network, That's probably the one thing I didn't really do my first couple years was network. I thought, fuck it. I'm just going to be funnier than everyone else. It doesn't work like that. I mean, you could definitely rip off the show. Like, it's an original concept. I mean, there'd been roast before, obviously, but there never was one-on-one combat roasting. But I wouldn't want to do that to Brian Moses. Moses was good to me, so. But in terms of advice, like I remember when I first started out, me and Whitney Cummings would do this horrible Friday night room. It was outdoors, and we'd literally be in the middle of a punchline, and the bus would pull up. And, she would always, I think she recognized me as one of the funnier comics in this room. So she'd always be like, hey, Earl, do you want to go to Jerry's Deli and write? And I'm like, I'm tired. But deep down, I knew I was just going to look for pussy in Hollywood. I probably should have done writing with Whitney Cummings. So, work hard. And it's really a lot of it is who you know. I mean, being funny is important, but it doesn't get you in the door. It keeps you in the door. Okay, yeah, I'll check them out. Well, it depends what you mean starting in social media. Well, John Cena is getting older. I mean, whether you do roids or not, you're going to gain weight. Um, yeah, you have to hustle. Because if you don't, there's 100 people who will. It's just the way it is. But social media is tough because if you put your shit out there and you're not ready, you get one chance to make a first impression. So if you are a new comic and you put up clips of you bombing, which I've done myself, I mean, Kevin just had Tom Dreesen on. I remember when I first started comedy, I'm maybe 8 months in. I remember my girlfriend at the time, her best friend was Tom Dreesen's daughter. So Tom Dreesen's daughter's like, hey, if you ever have a tape, send it. My dad will look at it. And I sent Tom Dreesen a tape of me bombing in a coffee shop in Van Nuys. And he just looks at me after he watched the tape, he's like, you're pretty new at this, aren't you? I'm like, ooh, that's not a good sign. But he gave me advice and whatnot. So the Pert Perkins is out of here. The dude, $2. Tase me good, Earl. Thank you, baby. Thank you very much. Message held for review. That's not a good sign. Okay, I mean, I'll show that. I mean, I don't know too many people who would be proud of that, but congratulations, I guess. No, there is no plan B for me. But I'm a savvy investor as well. What up, Iris? So, the money I've made, I've invested. I mean, I've tripled my money on the condo I bought, stuff like that. I don't do drugs, I don't drink. So, like any money I make, I keep. Do I need all the leather jackets I have? Probably not. But I'm smart with my money. I don't really have extravagant expenses. And, obviously right now I'm single, so I don't have that financial burden, to take care of someone else. I mean, I do kind of miss that, but, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? All right, we'll go to 35 minutes. Richard Kish. Yes, this is I don't do many streams this early in the morning, but Lois kind of basically woke me up. So is your voice naturally? It is.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
And I also had to do, speaking of my voice, 2 voiceover auditions. So, well, I don't need the amount I have, but, I have them. So, and hopefully if I get these voiceover gigs, it's for I can't, I get trouble if I say what it's for, but it wouldn't suck to get this. I'll tell you that much right now, because this would be heard by a lot of people, and that's how you get new work. So, 100% crew. I'm grifting for likes and subscriptions. I don't grift for money. I've already met the goal of $4. Yes, AB. Soraya is hot, and I've met her at the Ric Flair roast. She's very nice. And good friends with my friend Harley Cameron. No, I'm not going to move to Austin. There's too many people ahead of me there. I'm not going to fucking be 40th in line at the mothership hoping Joe says hello to me. Or getting bumped by Kill Tony Comics. No, thank you. Poor Chad. Yo, thank you. I mean, 100% crew. You could use all caps for that one. By the way, a lot of people ask me what's the all caps rule. Only Peter Chicken Man Brennan is allowed to type in all caps, but any Jeff Ross insults can be done in all caps. But yeah, I had fun on MLC yesterday. I mean, we all get along, and obviously I've known Chad the longest, and I respect Kevin and Jim as like elite level comics. And oh, thanks. I got to be honest with you. My ex Chandler wrote that joke for me. She came to me one day and said, "Hey, I have this great joke." I'm like, "Well, why don't you do it?" She's like, well, I kind of work in TV and film. You don't really, at the time, I wasn't. You use it. And that joke has never not worked. Even in tough crowds, it works. We don't talk about Jeff Lift shits in here. What a last name. Ross, known to be a clothing store that sells shit. Yeah, I mean Jeff is Jeff Dye. He kept it real. I mean I told my one Marin story. It's not like the greatest story, but like Mark was just staring at my girlfriend at the time, Chandler, and just goes, "She looks dirty. Who's that?" I'm like, "That's my girlfriend, bro." And he just looks at me and goes, "Good for you." What the fuck? Yeah, joke for less. Ho. All right, you guys. This has been a good stream. I appreciate the likes and the subscriptions. I'll probably stream later on this evening. Not sure when. Yes, Shandy, get some sleep. And I love you all. Earl Skakel, over and out.